Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today, if it's Tuesday, it's line dancing at the Phelps Gateway, and I prepare Wagyu burgers. Wow, there is a difference. But first, a visit to Kearney Wagyu Ranch and Butcher Shop, 100% Wagyu, and it's excellent. This is Mike Kearney, and he is the owner of Kearney WagyuBeef Ranch. And now they have a storefront right here in Champion, Ohio. And your journey to Wagyu is very, very interesting because you didn't start with that kind of beef, did you?
No, we started with your standard Angus or Hereford cattle.
And what made you get into this business? Because this is involved and detailed and expensive.
Well, I probably wouldn't do it if I knew what the hell I was getting into. So my wife's dad raised cattle.
Yes.
When we bought the ranch or farm, we continued that, just keeping the cattle around. However, I had a taste of this Wagyu meat. And I said, why in God's name am I messing around with all this other beef when this stuff is so good? I sold the Herefords, I sold the Angus, and Bill and I went to Kansas and we got us a couple of cows and a couple of calves by their sides. It's hard to say that you have a full-blood Wagyu without the appropriate paperwork. And I wouldn't have known that I have to have birth certificates and blood samples and all this stuff to prove that I have a full-blood Wagyu. Dave, a great friend of mine, we've been working together for 40 years, and he got into all this certifications that everybody wants, including doing all the research to find like a camera that goes up to the cloud. You take a picture of your beef, it goes up to the cloud, and then something magical happens, and it grades your beef right then and there. The Wagyu Association is really working hard to protect the breed. They don't want the Wagyu breed to go the same way of the certified black Angus. To be a certified black Angus, it just has to be 50% black, over 50% black.
Okay.
A Holstein, a milking cow, can be over 50% black, but then they do a cut on some rib, and then they measure that to see for the marbling. And if it meets the marbling standard, you could be eating Holstein, but they call it certified black Angus.
What do they eat that makes them different than other steer?
They have a nice ration, that I have a nutritionist with Heritage that tells us how to feed these things because we're trying to do what we're supposed to do to make it right. A Wagyu looks like, well, have you seen Rocky? The movie?
Right, yes,
where
of
he's
course.
punching the meat? Okay, that's red looking meat, right?
Yours is not.
It's white. They look like white ghosts hanging there.
Because there's so much marbling in
There's
it.
so much fat on them and marbling, yes.
This is a whole chuck roll.
A whole chuck roll.
Yeah, a whole chuck roll, which we can get our Denver steaks chuck eyes. This is your typical roast that everybody's gonna do for a pot roast. It's like one of those roasts that shred. So this would be your chuck eye right there. That's what they will call Denver
What's your
steak.
favorite cut?
My favorite cut is, I love a ribeye, but these are great. It's gotta be cut right because you'll have a bad experience if you don't cut it right.
Yeah.
But flat iron, chuck, anything from the chuck end I think is superior over any part of the other animal.
You're right, there are 4 bloodlines, Wagyu bloodlines in Japan, but there's only 2 that are predominant.
And what kind do we have here? They're mine now too.
Yeah, there's the 2 predominant ones are Tajima, which is the black Wagyu,
Yes.
and Akusha, which is the red. Now, the Japanese Tajima is known for its marbling ability. You get this very fine marbling. The Akusha side of the equation is size. So you get bigger cattle, more beef. So you put the 2 together and you get exactly what we have now.
How much does your average steer weigh?
Well, we're taking them in there. At 30 months, you have to take them in, and they're typically around 1,500 to 1,600 pounds on the hoof.
And then what do you get out of that? An actual meat that's saleable?
When the thing is hanging, it's about 900 to 1,000 pounds, and then retail cuts will come out around 600, 650 pounds.
The fat that's running through that, Is that a common trait in most of the cuts of beef?
Right, it is. But the real fine marbling takes place in the meat itself. You see this? Yeah, this one is, like I said, about a BMS 5, I suppose.
Yes.
It looks more and more like somebody took a bunch of grains of rice and put on there, and that's what it's the marble fineness that really defines Wagyu.
I mean, you guys are going to great lengths.
Oh yeah,
to show that this is the real deal.
Well, people look at that and they put their cardiologist on speed dial, But that's
they
why
really
it's
don't
important.
need to.
Right, but they don't have to, because the marbling and this quality of the fat, which we measure, the SCD scores, like I said, comes out like chicken or tuna or salmon. Yeah, it's very, very heart healthy. There are 30 million heads of cattle in the United States, 30 million.
Okay, and how many would be?
Now, there are only 30,000 that are some percentage of Wagyu. Could be 50%, could be 40%, could be 100%. But there are only 5,000 in the entire United States that are 100% full-blood Wagyu. And we got 300 of them 2 miles down the road. Yeah.
The cost is considerably higher.
Yeah, you got an extra, 30 months out there rather than 14.
Right. So the best way to eat this would be
I tell you to eat the chuck roast.
the chuck roast.
Yes, the chuck roast is to die for. When we sell this stuff, we send a little card on how to cook it.
Right. So how
Okay.
would you do a hamburger
A hamburger.
or a Wagyu burger?
Well, I'd want you to sear it real quick and then cook it like you're cooking in the oven. The rest of
Okay.
it. Don't
Or
just
in a
keep
pan.
don't keep the high heat on it, because the fat will come off there too fast. So
Okay.
you just want to put it in there slow. After you flip it over one time quickly, then let it go in the oven and just cook slow.
Okay. Now this is what Mike told me, that the Wagyu women are not good mothers.
That's correct.
So
You use a recip cow.
exactly. So you take and make an embryo, and then you get a surrogate,
Yeah.
and then the surrogate raises it.
That's correct. Well, you have
But
to
it's
need
100% Wagyu because
the
it's
calf is.
just the vessel that carries.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a lot of,
So who would ever believe that you have to have an embryologist involved in
to raise cattle. That's
raise cattle?
nuts.
So, and there's a process to that, a very rigid process. You have to
Yes.
get all the girls lined up, get them all in sync, get them all cycling the same,
Mm-hmm.
and then the embryologist comes in and does his thing with his, and then you wait, and then you find out, because
they might not always take.
they don't. That's another
right?
bad thing
Just
too.
like
In fact,
fertility.
we just made a decision with 40 head that we're going to give them another try.
Wow, I'd like to come out for that. When is that taking place? When is your
Embryologist
scientist,
doing
the
it?
embryologist coming out? I mean, I didn't even know there was an embryologist.
So I had the one grandkid out there, one of the ones that goes to Ohio State.
Right. Because that's a big ag school,
Yeah, but he didn't go for ag.
Oh, okay.
He's going to be an accountant, but yeah, you can edit this, so it works. So when you're doing the implant, you got to have so we gave him that job.
Well, if that doesn't scar him for life,
I think it was.
nothing else will.
He's a great
I
kid.
forget what it's called, the forceps or whatever.
No, there's no forceps.
He just did it by
No,
hand.
you got to do it by hand.
Oh, wow. Okay.
yes.
I mean, it's really an educational process,
Well, if you don't, I like learning things that are new.
And you're going out there and you're spreading the word. I mean, it's got to be interesting.
My fun is at the ranch.
Yeah.
Steve's been knocked in the mud a couple of times. You either like doing that or you don't like doing that. So I love it. So that's my fun.
When we're taking our break from pillaging and plundering, we're watching that KC Malone, we are.
This is Senior Solutions, brought to you by the Reese family, the owners of Briarfield Healthcare Centers. This new series will explain care programs available to your family. Right now, we're at Briarfield Place in Boardman. So if I'm here for physical therapy and I would like to move it along, am I able to go a couple times a day?
Well, everyone is different, and it's based upon your insurance company and how much time they have authorized us to give you therapy per day. It depends on your diagnosis, and it depends upon the progress that you are making. The other thing is that we offer home assessments. So that can sometimes show us if you are ready to go home yet, or if we need to ask the insurance company for more time to get you back home safely and quickly.
Briarfield knows you have lots of questions, and they have the answers. With Senior Solutions, you'll have a clear understanding of Briarfield's care programs.
Hi, I'm John Stanko.
And I'm Robbie Fellman from Boardman Subaru, home of the safest, most award-winning vehicles on the road today.
With 5 IIHS top safety picks, while having the longest lasting vehicles in the industry and being rated #1 in product quality.
Come and feel the difference for yourself in the Subaru Outback, with rates as low as 0.9%.
Award-winning vehicles and award-winning service.
Only at Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our advanced gutter systems? With our Double Pro gutter filtration, 2 layers of industrial-grade aluminum keeps debris out of your gutters and drives rainwater away from your home. Plus, our continuous hanger technology reinforces your entire gutter system for maximum strength and drainage. And we'll install it all in as little as 1 day. Why wait for the next storm to get gutters that perform? Not only do we stand behind our gutters, we hang on them.
It's patio season at Carmela's. Enjoy our family's traditional Italian favorites and creative daily specials. We're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. Carmela's on Western Reserve Road in Boardman.
Weight loss goals aren't one size fits all. At Hurricane Health and Wellness, we understand the struggle. We've been there too. That's why we offer the most popular, effective weight loss medications at an affordable price. Look and feel your best today with Hurricane Health and Wellness.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, Ken and I are in the kitchen today, and we are here to let you know when it comes to Wagyu beef,
love it.
The hype is real.
Right.
We got a real education when we were over at the Carney Wagyu butcher shop.
Right.
And boy, I'll tell you, the steaks, the burgers are amazing. Now you can see how much lighter these burgers are because of the fat and all of the marbling that's in them.
Right.
And really, it's best to prepare them in a pan, you know, in a really heavy lidded, heavy bottom pan.
I've got that.
Or the skillet, which we are going to use. And it's really no time at all. There's really no seasoning, just salt and pepper, because you don't want to fight with the flavors of the beef.
I'm not fighting anybody.
And I'm not even going to put cheese. We don't put mustard, anything. Just maybe a nice tomato that's in season, and they taste delicious. So we are going to prepare for you some Wagyu beef burgers. Well, I think that
cool
pan
stuff, huh?
is hot enough.
Pretty cool stuff, huh?
So
I'm just gonna do this. It'll be easier.
Well, let's wait.
Okay.
We'll do the third one. Well,
there you go. Done.
All right, now let's salt and pepper them while they're in the pan.
You got it.
I'm gonna have to get a bigger iron skillet.
Yeah, I know.
I think I only got the 10-incher. I'm gonna have to get like a 12 or a 14er. I mean, that's the beauty of these burgers.
And what is that? They cook so fast?
They cook so fast, they're so flavorful, but
You can smell it already.
you've got to watch your, there's so much fat and marbling in it. You got to be careful because you'll get a real flare up on the grill.
Well, you can see that the sides are still hot because look at that, still cooking there.
So we're going to wait like 3 to 5 minutes
Okay.
before we flip them. Well, it has been, 3 minutes, Ken?
3 minutes.
Now wait, look
Look at that crust. That's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
See, now they fit.
Now a little salt and pepper.
And
And I think this is only going to be about 2 minutes. What do you think?
I think so.
All right. Well, it's been about 2 minutes. I think they're ready to go. What do you think? Let's take
Yeah,
a
they
look.
seem thinner, so I would say that they look ready to me.
Oh, yeah.
That's a beautiful piece. Yeah, let's do it. You want me to turn it?
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, that works.
That's beautiful.
There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. It looks like they're all accounted for.
So now we got to let it rest for 5 minutes so the juices stay in the burger and they don't come out when we bite into it.
Okay.
All
You're like
right.
forming a skin around it.
Oh, I can't wait. So
All right.
5 minutes and it's time to eat. Wow, we toasted.
That's yours.
Fancy buns today. The brioche. Fancy meat means fancy buns. So it does.
Okay.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Right there.
Here's one.
Okay.
Now I just got those fresh tomatoes that are garden fresh to put on this because I didn't want to fight with anything else. you
Right.
know?
Nobody wants to fight.
So yeah. So we'll go right there. Look at that, beautiful.
Perfect.
There you go. I'm touching your
Okay.
food.
That's okay.
There you go. Look at that. They fit
Looks
perfectly.
really good.
All right. So now the taste. You ready?
Yes. I always like to cut my burger in half. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing I do, but it's not that weird.
Would you do that for me?
Sure.
Let's show
it'd be
them.
an honor.
We should show how beautiful these burgers cook.
How's that?
Look at that. Little bit of pink. Perfect. Medium rare.
Okay. Here's to the Wagyu.
Cheers.
Cheers. I don't know what to say except that it is definitely
a difference.
There's definitely an improvement. Kind of reminds me of a burger like when you're a kid and you're
Right.
like,
The first time you ever really
the first
had
time
a
you
good
really
one
had
on
a
the grill.
yes.
And it is really, really good. And you saw how quickly and easily it comes together. But when you're looking for a little treat, this is definitely a treat.
Wow.
And what else is better to go with burgers than good old USA
fries.
beer, French fries, and a little PBR.
Cheers.
Wow, this is a perfect way to spend the afternoon. If you want to follow these instructions, I do have them written down, and it's on my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com, under cast iron Wagyu burger. So if you forgot, how long or how.
Thanks for inviting me.
And Ken, you are welcome anytime.
Oh, I'm so glad.
All right, so go to my website and get that recipe. You are going to be a Wagyu fan. Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
GABA Camp is open year-round for adults with disabilities and their families. GABA Camp is compliant with the ADA for accessibility. A paved wheelchair path provides scenic and recreational opportunities for everyone. We still have much more to offer. GABA Camp is a 501c3 for the betterment of people with intellectual, physical, and developmental disabilities from all walks of life. Donate now. Your help is needed. Giving is living.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
For over 75 years, Kamara Jewelers has been the destination for quality jewelry. Our collection has a piece for everyone, in every occasion. Whether you're starting a new chapter, celebrating a milestone, or showing appreciation for the special people in your life, you can find a piece that reflects your love. At Kamara, we're about timelessness. Our jewelry isn't just for special occasions, it's for everyday moments that deserve a touch of elegance.
Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank, and that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid. Please bear with me. Due to Big Ten football on NBC, the Casey Malone Show will now be seen Sundays at 7 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. on WBCB. Anytime on CaseyMaloneShow.com. Don't miss it. Well, we are here for the very first Tuesday.
Yes.
For Line Dance Tuesday right here at the Phelps Street Gateway. And Lynn McElroy is line dance instructor.
Yes, she is.
Every Tuesday night at 6, we are going to have line dancing here. Now, tell me about line dancing. Do I need cowboy boots? Is this the country stuff? You know, the
No, you don't. No, you don't need any particular shoe. I say the shoe that works best for you. By that I mean what you're most comfortable in, because you're going to be doing a lot of things with your feet that you haven't done before.
Now, how did you become an instructor of line dancing? I mean, that is so specific.
That was something truly that God must have had planned for me. Didn't dance in my home. I was the oldest child. And so I did a lot of hands-on with my brothers and sisters. No one was dancing. I was dancing around with diapers and stuff like that. But later on, as I got older, everywhere we went, they were dancing. And I was sitting and eating, and eating and eating. And then on a dare from a friend said, "We're not going to do this anymore." I'm saying, "What, eat?" He said, "Sit. We're going to get up. We're going to get moving." We saw people get up out of wheelchairs. We saw people on crutches. We saw people with one leg get up. With blind people, deaf people dancing.
Where in the heck were you? That's quite a group of people.
What? But I'll tell anybody that wants to do anything different. First of all, believe in yourself.
Yes.
You can do everything that you put your mind to do it. It's already inside of you. You just have to pull it up and want it. And I wanted it so badly.
Well, and I think line dancing, you know, I used to DJ when I was on the radio, and if a party was not going well, the first thing you did was the electric slide.
Okay.
And then that would get, because people didn't have to dance with each other, and that would get all the people out on the dance floor.
So true.
And then the Cupid Shuffle would keep them. And what other line dances are there? Like, what kind of music are we going to be experiencing tonight?
We're going to be experiencing across the board a lot of different things. A lot of R&B, a lot of old school, but a lot of the new school stuff. Country and R&B are in sync right now, with the boots on the ground and the trail ride and that vibe that's a mixture between country and R&B. They make a good partner.
What am I going to feel? Am I going to feel a little better? How long is this going to last?
Honey, let me tell you about the feeling.
Are you going to feel it?
You are, what happens with the line dancing? It releases endorphins, which are feel-good enzymes in the body, and they make you just want to move and groove. And if you came with anything heavy on your heart and mind, once you get on that dance floor, all of those things go right out, they fly off, and you don't even think about it. Why? Because you can't do anything but concentrate on the beautiful music, and now you want to put steps to the beautiful music. And you go, and as you grow in this thing, I found out that you lose yourself in it. And that's what you want. And you don't come down from the high when the music stops.
And then
you still
just
feel
keep the
good,
vibe.
you keep it going, and you groove and get in your car and you go home, and you still feel good.
You remember Melanie, she is the special events coordinator for the city of Youngstown.
This is true.
I love this idea.
Oh,
Where did you come up with Line Dance Tuesday? Right here in the Gateway. I mean, that's a cool idea.
You know, honestly, it started with a conversation right over on V2's patio with the Downtown Youngstown Partnership and Adam Lee from Cityscape and Councilman Julius Oliver. And we were talking about things that we could do in the Gateway. Dancing, movement is medicine, and it unites people, you know.
Really
it's just such a nice energy down here already. I can't believe it, and we've only been going for 10 minutes, so.
And it's a positive vibe.
Oh, thank you.
What do you got coming up?
Well, on Thursdays we have arts and crafts in the Gateway now until the weather changes as well. So from 5 to 8. That one's 5 to 8. You can come here, bring your project. Last week, my sister brought her embroidery project, whatever you're working on, a painting, and you can just sit here. We have a tent, tables and chairs, and we also have like give a craft, take a craft, need a craft.
Really?
Yeah, so that's coming up as well.
I mean, you got to take advantage of this space.
I love this space.
This space is just, you gotta keep it going and make it work.
Yes, and then next week we have Octave is going to be open and supplying the music for this class. So moving forward, Octave will have the DJ there for us.
You're bringing everybody together.
Yes, yeah, that's the point.
That is what it's all
That's what it's all about.
I taught for 40 years in the school system.
Oh,
I
okay.
taught special needs children in the classroom for 35. But teaching is in my blood, it's in my DNA. And so when I learn something, oh, can I show you? Let's do it together. I'm that girl. So I
got that educator in your blood.
Right. So I want you to know, I want you to become the best you can be. And my aim right now is to bring up a whole new group of teachers. Because I need to sit down. Taught for 40 years in the system. I'm still, but
I mean, in
in a minute.
Really, 4 days a week.
Well, 4 days a week. And I hope no one else calls me.
You're not getting your summers off either, so. Okay, I think it would help if I knew my left from my right. This is really fun though. Every Tuesday night until the end of time, until the weather forbids it. You've got to come down to the Gateway right here, 6 o'clock on Tuesdays.
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.